Hey Karen, okay. I'm gonna build a breakfast for you based on what your macros are for breakfast. So we'll start there. Okay, so I'm gonna measure out 5 ounces of egg whites, and I'm gonna use this trusty metric scale that you have too. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. So right now you see that I have it turned on. And for the sake of just being, you know, like across the board the same, we're gonna measure only in ounces. So I have it set here at ounces. Now I have this bowl. This bowl could weigh 1,000 pounds. It could weigh 1,000 grams. I don't care how much it weighs, but I'm gonna put it on the scale. So now that I put it on the scale, it actually is 7 ounces or so. So now I'm gonna hit this Z/T button until it zeroes out. Oops. So now it's zeroed out and I have basically nothing on this scale for right now. So now I'm gonna take my trusty egg whites and I'm gonna measure 5 ounces of egg whites. So there I go, it's a little over, whatever, 5.8 ounces, but I'm around that, right? So that's that. So I've measured the egg whites, and in your breakfast, I added that you can have 1 egg because we need some fat. So in the same bowl that I measured the egg whites, I'm gonna crack an egg. There we go. And then I'm gonna get a fork here, or you could use a whisk, whatever is best for you. And I'm just gonna nicely whip my egg, my 1 egg, along with my egg whites. And now I'm gonna take that mixture, the 5 ounces of eggs and the 1 egg, and I'm gonna pop it in the microwave. And I'm gonna put it for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's about where I'm at. So what I have here is steamed broccoli that had already steamed and prepared with salt and a little tiny bit of pepper. So now I'm gonna take my bowl and then I'm gonna put it on there just like I would, right? I'm turning it on and then making sure that it's at 0 ounces there. So there, it doesn't weigh anything right now. So now I'm going to take 2 ounces of my steamed broccoli. So I'm gonna take the steamed broccoli that I had, that I measured out 2 ounces. I'm gonna throw it in there. So it's nice and sizzling. And right now I'm out of chicken stock, but I usually get low sodium chicken stock. And I use that in the wok instead of using oil. So let's pretend this is chicken stock. I'll put like a little bit just to get some steam going on, right? And then I cover it up just so it can have a little bit of a heat on it, a little bit of flavor. Now I'm gonna go back into my microwave and now I have my eggs. So there is some fat in there from the eggs. So now that I have like my steaming broccoli here with the low sodium chicken stock, which will create more fat, a little bit more fat in there, I'm gonna throw the eggs in there, right? And I'm just gonna mix it around. We did that thing in the wok, and this is what we have. That looks like a very hearty, full of protein, full of vegetables, and that is the base of my breakfast. All right, so on top of that breakfast, we're gonna add 1 toast of the low-carb flax seeds that you're aware of. You buy those now. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go over to the toaster oven and toast that up. All right, now I have a 1/2 tablespoon. This actually says a 1/2 tablespoon. If you don't have a 1/2 tablespoon, you know, you just could take a tablespoon. Most of us have those, and then just use 1/2. But for that one, I would use 1/2 tablespoon of peanut butter. And I don't want to oversaturate it. This is a lot, right? So that's about 1/2. And I want to make sure that it's measured. And it's natural peanut butter, so it has the oils. It doesn't have too much sugar. It doesn't have too much salt. That's what I would lean towards. It doesn't taste as good, but if you condition yourself to eat natural peanut butter, your body will just want it from that point on. And I'm sure you know that. But that's 1/2 tablespoon of peanut butter. All right, now I'm taking that 1/2 tablespoon of peanut butter and I'm pouring that onto my toast. I'm getting all the goods out of there. So this is a lot of peanut butter. We shouldn't really be having too much more than that. This is a good amount. You know, even though peanut butter has a lot of, you know, protein and good fats, it's very also high in calorie. anything with nuts, anything nut-based, it's good fats, but it's also high in calorie. And if we're trying to watch our calories, we want to watch our peanut butter and nut intake. And there you have it, Karen. This would be your breakfast. What I'm going to do is put the macros up on the screen, or I'll send it over to you, and then you'll see about what those macros look like for your breakfast. And then I'll also explain that this is somewhere along the lines of how you should be eating with 3 meals and then a snack in between. So we'll say 4 meals.